Come on in. I'm Brandon from Monster Truck, and here is our bus. First thing we have obviously is the front lounge. We have nice comfy leather couches. Have a little table where we like to sit, work on our computers. We do a lot of surfing on the internet, social networking type things. When we're not doing that, we might be watching this television over here, which this TV has been having some issues, a couple lines on it, not very HD enabled, let's say. Oh, look who's just come to join
Sorry
the
about
party.
that. It's impossible to find where the bus is parked in this building, but I found it.
Okay, so Steve has now joined us. He doesn't know what the hell is going on, but here he is. Steve, we're just walking them through the bus, explaining all the different things that we do.
That sounds exciting.
It's very exciting. I just welcomed them in, showed us our front lounge. Showed them the television that we watched that has been having some issues, hasn't it?
It has. The picture's not that great on it.
We still watch, we've been watching a lot of hockey playoffs. There's kind of nothing else that we're interested in watching.
Big hockey fans on it. We watch the Olympics a lot when the Olympics were on.
That's true, yeah. Sports guys, I guess we are.
Yeah, not really movie buffs.
No, don't watch a lot of movies.
That's about all the TV's been used for is hockey. How Canadian is that?
I guess we have our little kitchen area next. This machine is always going.
Yeah.
Our tour manager Andy is a coffee maniac, I would say.
That's exactly the word I was going to use.
Steve's
we're
close
also
behind.
We're also kind of close coffee maniacs as well.
So this guy gets used quite often.
Toaster does as well.
Toaster does as well. Two little fridges down here. Let's see what we got in here. A plethora of hot sauces.
Lots of hot sauce.
Beer.
Actually, I wouldn't mind drinking this. Perrier. We always like to keep some Perrier on hand.
Beer, condiments. Personal favorite of mine, the Bolt House smoothie. Goes really well in the Magic Bullet.
Pretty healthy on the most part for our food choice and food preparation. A lot of guys making smoothies in the morning, making sandwiches. Not really a lot of junk food like Michelinas and Easy Mac and all that.
Yeah, Jer might get into that stuff a little more frequently than the others, but mostly food to counteract all the alcohol that we intake. What do we got? I'm not in this cupboard, but
this is my cupboard.
Steve's cupboard. Here we go.
It's pretty barren. We need to do a Walmart stop and get some grocery shopping done. It's got a little bit of fruit, some granola. I've started to eat tuna right out of the can a lot, actually. Don't know why I told you that. But
we have a lot of the same things in here. You'll notice we like these Amy's organic stuff, soups and chili, really good. Again, fruit. Here's a magical one, chia. If anyone doesn't know what chia is, look it up. One of the most healthy things on planet Earth. Real good for you. Also goes in the smoothie. Coconut water. Huge fans of coconut water. Magical. Coconut oil as well. Good for your skin. Good for cleaning your teeth. Health tips from us. We love this stuff. Kind is really good. There's the other part of the Magic Bullet. Very useful.
There's the magic part of the bullet.
Because we're a little older than most bands, if we want to be able to keep up with all these young guys and their drinking ways, we have to know how to prepare these old bodies of ours. So
treat the temple.
Exactly. Yeah. So we eat well. We go to the gym as often as we can, which is at least every other day.
Yeah, it's been pretty good this tour.
I'd say.
Yeah, it has been.
That's how we're going strong.
Every morning when we wake up, Andy, our tour manager, has posted all the different activities and schedule for the day, such as where the hotel is, times of sound check, all our press, when our interviews are and everything, what we have coming up in the next week, just so we have a good overview of what exactly is going on day to day without having to ask him a million times, like when's load-in, when's sound check, when do I have this interview? So that's a useful thing.
230 Digital Tour Bus is a music and entertainment blog. Oh, who might that be?
Next to it is a picture from last night in Nashville, where we went at this 1965 Ford van driving around called the Shutter Bus. It's kind of like a photo booth in the back of this van. Me and John and the drum tech for Alter Bridge had a few beers yesterday afternoon on our day off in Nashville and went the Shutter Bus, and it was pretty goddamn hilarious.
We have a buddy in Nashville who leads us to the coolest inside thing. So we call him up every time we go there, and we always end up doing something really fun. So their little neighborhood is on a street called Little Hamilton Street. So they've been doing this thing called Little Ham Jam, and this is maybe the fourth one they've done in the past year or so. These guys were at the outside party. The rest of us were vintage shopping over in East Nashville. We came to meet them, but it had rained, so they moved it to a little dive bar right around the corner, and awesome it was really awesome. Nashville is just real cool.
Awesome music, cool people, good food. Oh, it's like our second home. And we're from Hamilton, so going to the Little Hamilton, Little Ham Jam meant something special to us too. It was a great time.
Good coincidence.
Yeah, yeah, very.
Yeah. Shall we move along to the bathroom?
Yes.
So,
go ahead.
come on in.
This is where the crazy magic happens.
Yeah. You can do whatever you want in here, just no solids down the toilet. Only liquid.
Yeah.
So I'm sure all the smart people of the world can figure out what that means.
Running water everywhere, but do not drink it. That's another tour bus no-no.
Drink at your own risk.
Yeah.
Steve, where do we keep all the water that we do consume?
Well, you know what? Let's show them. Under this bench, as always. Basically, it's running a little low now, but all under this bench we always keep full of fresh drinking water. We get that on our rider at the venue every day, so we're not going to drink 48 water, so we load up the bus, and that's how we make our coffee in the morning and
brush our teeth.
And yeah, always keep a bottle in the bunk with you, which maybe we'll show them next.
Ooh, good segue.
Thank you.
To another place where even more magic happens, the bunk area.
There we go.
Luckily enough, we don't have too many guys on here. We're only 7 guys, so that means we have a lot of junk bunks. Me and Steve share a junk bunk up here.
Marv gets his own whole junk bunk down here.
Which he is coming to an end because we've picked up Nick today.
Right, that's
so
right. Yeah, we have another crew member.
I'm gonna share with Nick. Let's see.
When we got this bus, the bunks are actually set up condo style, as they call it, which is just 2 bunks per side, which gives you a lot more headroom. But we're traveling light, and we're not using a trailer, so we're putting all of our gear in the bays of the bus, and we have a little more gear than space in the bays, so we had to convert the bunks back to 3 on a side to make room for some of the gear and some of the junk bunks.
Carry amps and cabs and guitars and stuff in this bunk area.
Yeah. So that's all coming to an end.
Yes, when we get to be with Alice in Chains, they will be taking all our gear for us.
Nice guys offered to carry all of our gear and all our merch. But we still leave them in 3 aside because like I don't do anything in my bunk other than sleep anyways, so I don't see why it's cool to be able to sit up in it. I'm not going to sit there and
hang out,
play video games in my bunk. You know, pointless little TV slash. I don't think it's a DVD. Is it a DVD player? No, I think it's run right to the satellite. So whatever someone's watching in the front or back lounge, you can watch in your bunk.
But no one does. Have you ever watched yours?
No, because you can't plug in headphones in.
I know.
So it's like everyone's going to be aslead, and then you're blaring this movie.
So word to the bus companies out there: this shit is fucking old news.
Or get headphone jacks.
Or get headphones. We have computers, iPads, all the rest of it. Those things suffice.
All I really do is just smash my knee on it when I roll over at night. So that's basically all I've done with that.
And then here's the back lounge. Just clean a little bit of my laundry up here. More magic happening back here.
A closet where I like to hang up my sweaty show clothes to dry on top of this cardboard box carrying all my backup drone skins.
Again, more storage
Usually
space.
this would just be a closet to hang clothes up. I had to use it for this. A lot of great chairs back here are very comfortable. The TV is mounted up so high and it's not pointed down on the right angle, so when you watch TV it's like you're watching from like below and the picture's all weird. It makes watching hockey a little difficult, but what can I say? Watching hockey is important, especially this time of year, playoff.
This back lounge is quite large compared to other back lounges, which means that we sacrificed bunk room. Thankfully for me, I barely fit, but there are
I think we're about the same height, so it's like literally when we're stretched out, there's like this much room above our heads and that much room below our feet. But then you get into Marv, who's probably like 2 or 3 inches taller than us.
Yeah.
And he can't even fully stretch out without his head and feet touching. That's something we've learned. We're still new to the bus game, and now we know next time we have a tall guy in the band, they do. Because the Alter Bridge dudes, they got guys who are like 6'3", 6'4" in their crew, and they're fine.
So yeah, there you go, kids. When you're getting your first tour bus, you gotta check bunk dimensions.
If you have tall guys in your band, check bunk dimensions. We burn a lot of incense back here to cover up the smell of something else that we burn a lot of back here.
Yeah, I think this lounge seems to be more of a relaxing place.
Yeah.
I mean, we do a lot of relaxing no matter what we're doing.
The front I find is more like a wake up, drink coffee, do work on the computer, watch the hockey game. But you'd think the back lounge would be the hockey watching, but it's because of the whole TV height angle issue that we have.
We haven't been playing video games too much because Typically that's something you do on a tour that's really boring when you're in boring places. But we've been having a great time. We've been to some really great places, and there's lots to do outside, out of the bus. So
yeah, like we've been on this bus for over 2 weeks now. I haven't touched the video game.
Yeah, it's true.
I think Jared's the only one that has.
Yeah, and that's been a cutback.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been having.
Who knows? Nick, who's joining us today, is a big fan of Tiger Woods, as are we all. So he might be the spirit who pushes us to start.
Yeah, that's
but
possible.
But you're right though. There has been a lot of cool things to do on this run, and it's not winter, so you can go outside and walk around. So we've been doing a lot of that.
Yeah, being Canadians, we've had the most insane winter, possibly of our lives, at least in our memories. It was so ruthless, and we spent a few of those months on the bus, and of course you didn't want to go outside, but now here we are, and it's getting warmer. Not here in Chicago, but a couple days ago in Jacksonville, it was...
I know, I got sunburned.
It was sunny and hot, and...
But we're going to be in Palm Beach next weekend.
Yeah, so we're really excited to just be outside, feel the sun on our skin. We have a limited crew, and we keep our gear really small so that we don't have to tow a trailer behind here, because A, it's cheaper and it's a pain in the ass. So yeah, we keep it all underneath the bus and in the bunks, and we do it ourselves so we have a little more room. The more crew guys you have, the less room you have for yourselves. Big deal for us.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to have our whole traveling team.
Good.
You hear these bands that we go on tour with, they'll have a crew bus traveling with like 12 people in it, where it's just like, holy, I
couldn't imagine it.
But
maybe one day we'll get there.
yeah. Yeah, did you show them the air doors? So if you just step back for 1 second, this one is particularly slow.